We're reading there we go, 12.99, and I just took the chargers off. It was 13.1, 13.01. So put my enricher on there. We're going to see how this starts up, guys. There we go. She's in neutral. See how it's dipping down like that? See, that tells me the battery's not very good. It actually dipped down a half volt since I took it off of the... Oh, you know what? What is wrong with me? I got the ignition on. I'm okay. Now I turn the ignition off. And the voltage is going up. Okay. So I got my trickle charger back on the battery. The battery's still good. See, a motorcycle battery, guys, it's not like a car battery. You know, a motorcycle battery is small. Car battery is a lot bigger. It's a lot more to it. It's a lot more body to it. A car battery you can let it sit, and it'll start the car. Where a motorcycle battery is tiny, they sit for 1 or 2 days, might be dead, no matter how new the battery is. So, you know, that's why every time I park the bike, I put the trickle charger on it. So, but I still think I'm going to buy another one of these batteries. The Braille batteries are available. Where during the pandemic they weren't available, but they're available now. That one I have in there goes for $199.98, $200 in other words. So what I'll do next year, I'll replace that, and I'll put that one in my riding mower. You know, that way there, I'll feel a lot. I'll feel a lot safer with a new battery in it. That's if I don't sell the bike. So yeah, so if I'm going to retire in 3 years, that's going to tick down fast. I have to get a few things done around here. You know, and I'm going to have to sell the motorcycle. I'm gonna have to sell it, and I hate to say it, but for whatever I can get for it, I'm gonna have to sell it, because, you know, guys, when I retire, man, I'm scaling down quite a bit with life, man. I'm gonna scale down a lot. You know, it's like living around here, it's overpopulated, and it's a confined infrastructure. So if you don't get things done in the morning, you're going to have a tough time getting anything done. You know, it's like I was supposed to go shooting today. I elected not to go shooting till next week, to next Thursday. I'm going to push that back once again to next Thursday, because this being a Friday and it's a nice day, I know these people around here. I know them. A lot of people took off, and now the shooting range I go to is in Cranberry Township. Okay, it's actually right off of a very busy road, Route 19 in Cranberry Township. On a bad day, that's bumper to bumper. On a day like this, it's probably bad. And most of the people up there are white. And the Cranberry Township drivers are some of the worst I've ever come across in all my driving experience, no matter where I went in the United States. They've got to be, I think they're even worse than Boston drivers. They're just some selfish, rotten, white American people up there in Cranberry Township. And that's where the shooting range is. So that's why I would rather go there on a Thursday than a Friday. Why couldn't I go yesterday? Yesterday was Thursday, because yesterday I had to give my school tax another installment. I had to give them I actually have half of my school tax paid now. You know, so I gave them another quarter. Now I owe 2 more quarters. Yeah, guys, that's another reason, man. Hold on a minute. I'm sitting on the outside of my ass. Oh, there we go. That's another reason why I want to move away from here. You know, almost everything you make goes to property tax. And they're going to raise it. They're going to probably raise it. So yeah, I think that battery's good, because with the voltage going up once the bike's turned off, that means the battery was accepting the charge. The charge was going into the battery. You know, you don't have to be an auto mechanic to figure that out. You know, it's like when I revved it, it charged. The voltage was going up. So that means it's charging. And then when you turn the bike off, with the voltage meter left on the battery, you can see the voltage was starting to go up. As a matter of fact, it went to 13 volts. It stopped at 13 volts. So that means the battery's still good, because it's still accepting a charge. Now, I'm not going to buy a lithium battery. I'm afraid to get a lithium battery, guys. You know, there's been so many lithium batteries blowing up and catching fire. Especially the thing that happened with my cell phone there. You know, I would be one of the statistics where I would charge my lithium battery up. Even if I use a lithium battery charger, which you have to have a charger that's compatible for lithium batteries. I think the one I have is compatible. I think I have, I'll have to show you guys it. I think it's a Noroko or something like that. It's about that big. It's a real good little charger. I researched it before I bought it. But yeah, if you're thinking of even getting a lithium battery for your bike, you're going to have a charger that can charge lithium batteries. And lithium batteries, man, they're expensive. They're supposed to be better. Yeah, they're supposed to be a lot better, but you know, guys, I don't know, man. You know, if that battery catches on fire on the bike, the bike will eventually burn with all the gasoline in it. The bike will blow up, and it'll burn my house down. Might kill my wife in the house too. So I can't take that chance. You know, the next battery will be another one of them Braille batteries, exactly like the one I have there. That's one of the better batteries I've ever bought for a motorcycle. I highly recommend them. They're a little expensive, but you know what? So far, that battery has never stranded me. The only thing with that battery when I first got it is it comes with these two brass things. They're like knurled knobs that go on top. I couldn't use those with this bike here. And the flats where the cables bolt down to, they weren't flat. They were like they weren't finished real good. So I had to sand those down in order for my battery cables to make a nice flat contact. That's the and I also I put one. I think they're number one. I can't remember what they're called. I think they're either called AUG or number one AUG. Anyway, they're number one battery cables. You know, and that carries the cranking amps that battery has to deliver. And yeah, the battery is I'm pretty sure it's like 3 years old. Hold on, let me get the box. I want to be sure of this, and now I'm going to show you guys my trickle charger. Okay. Yeah, here's the box right here. Let's see, this dude has 1,067 cranking amps. And, yeah, I paid $200 for this. And, here's my registration, here's my date of manufacturing. So it was manufactured 9/24/19. So cranking amps is 724. So 9/24/20, 9/24/21, 9/24/22, 9/24/23 is 4 years old. Yeah, it's about time that now that's something to look into. You know, like if you buy one of these, try to see if you can find out the date of manufacturing. Because if you get a battery, let's say for instance, if you get a battery, one of these Braille batteries that was produced in 2020, it's going to be an old battery. You know, make sure, guys, if you can find the manufacturing date. I mean, for me, that's a big deal. That's a big deal for me. And as you see, I never even sent the warranty in. I never sent to this guy in. That's a bad habit I have. Everything I buy, I never send warranties in. All right, let me show you my charger. Okay, here's my little charger. So you can see all the different batteries. It does charge a lithium battery down there. It charges a regular AGM and lithium. And all you do, you just plug this guy in. That's all you got to do. Plug it in, it maintains a battery. And I got this from Amazon. All right, let me plug that back in. What that little charger will do is it'll detect what kind of battery you have, and it'll click over to the AGM in my case. And when it's charging, the little light there will be, it's orange, and then when the battery is fully charged, it'll turn green. So right now it went from orange to green, the battery's charged. So, I highly recommend that little charger there. But yeah, that's a good idea. That's something I'm going to have to watch out for. If I buy another one of these, I got to make sure that I get one that's new, not something that's been sitting around. So yeah, guys, man, that's part of what I preach about around here. It is so hard to get around here. This place is like a knot. It's like a wet knot that you cannot untie. It's so hard to get around Allegheny County. I've lived here in my entire life, and it is a piece of crap. Everyone that lives here wants to move. Nobody wants to stay around here. It's a piece of crap. It is a real piece of crap. I actually believe if Pittsburgh would sell the Steelers, these people would all commit suicide. They'd be committing suicide in the droves if they'd lose their almighty Steelers football team. That's the only thing, believe it or not, that's the only thing that keeps a lot of these people going, is the football team. Because you guys see it with your own eyes. There's nothing here. There ain't nothing. We have no beaches. There's nowhere for young people to meet each other. There's just nothing here. The roads are horrible. A lot of these roads, I don't go on this bike because they're so bad. And there's a lot of hills around here. It's hard to drive a car around here. There's just too many damn hills. And it's all like follow the leader roads around here. It's all single lane. Follow the leader roads. I mean, it's going to be like it up in Tynesta too, but it's not going to be that populated up there. But guys, I'm going to be happy, man, walking in the woods or walking along a country road with my dog and my wife. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy with doing just that. I don't care about shaking the world no more. I suggest a lot of you young bucks to forget about doing that. I'm trying to figure out a way I can give this bike more power. Now, I do use regular gas in this. I don't use super unleaded gas in it. Maybe I should try using super unleaded gasoline. We're supposed to have some real nice days next week. Then it's supposed to go downhill rapidly from there. It's supposed to get cold. So probably next week is the last week of decent weather. Then they'll start with the salt on the roads. They'll start pre-salting the roads, and they spray this crap down. Some kind of chemical. If they think we're going to have ice, they spray this shit down on the roads. It bleaches the roads. Some kind of a chemical. Some kind of a calcium chemical. And from there on, for the next 5 months, The roads are bleached white. So I may not go for another ride on a bike, because I'm going to try to go to the shooting range next week. And you know, then I want to take that carb off, and maybe the manifold as well. I want to see if I can smooth the inside of that manifold a little bit to create a better flow of gas and fuel. But the carburetor, I want to polish that carburetor. And I'll see, maybe I get the manifold off too. I don't think they're that hard to get off. You know, my main concerns for the manifold, guys, is I want to do the inside of that. I want to try to smooth that down. You know, it'll give it 1 or 2 more horsepower. And believe it or not, that's noticeable, having 1 or 2 more horsepower. So, all right. Hey, by the way, I got all my tile work done. I grouted the 2 little areas that I had to do. That's done. All I got to do is tonight I have to wash it down with some water and muriatic acid, and that's done. Then I have to paint my cabinets. My cabinet doors, I'm going to spray those, and I'll have to spray them when it's hotter, so they'll have to be sprayed next year. The frames I'm painting with a paintbrush. With a paintbrush, but the doors I'm going to spray. So they're going to probably have to wait till next year. And next year I got to do a few more projects around here. If I'm going to retire, if I'm going to get out of here, guys, when I'm 65 years old, sorry about that, I'm going to have to finish another project next year. Man, did I get chewed up by mosquitoes. Holy crap. You know, and the reason why I have to sell if I retire, I have to sell the bike. Because with the money I get from the bike, I got to pay a couple credit cards. I got to pay them off. And then the party's over, guys. The party's over, man, for me. You know, once you retire, man, buying stuff on a credit card, man, can't do it no more. Party's over.